Lord, how come me here? Lord, how come me here? Lord, how come me here? I wish I never was born. I wish I never was born. They treat me so mean here, Lord. They treat me so mean here, Lord. They treat me so mean here, Lord. I wish I never was born. I wish I never was born. They sold my children away, Lord. They sold my children away from me, Lord. They sold my children away, Lord. I wish I never was born. I wish I never was born. There's a power in music. If you've been in any civil rights movement, any movement with God at the center of it, you know the power of music. Music has the ability to make evil back up so we can breathe, back up the nanosecond, the millisecond it takes to make a right decision. It has that power. So when there's any movement, we sing. We sing to the glory of God, and we sing to gather the courage, to gather the strength to do what is right. She's not the only person who's spoken and written on this subject, but it just so happens that the latest treatment of the subject that I've read is from Sarah Arendt, who talks about the banality of evil. I'd like us to think about that, the banality of evil, as we hear the words of Isaiah from the 40th chapter, verses 28 through 31. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the Creator, neither faints nor is weary. God's understanding is unsearchable. God gives power to the weak, and to those who have no might, God increases strength. Even youths shall faint and to be weary, and the young men and women shall utterly fail. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Susan Arendt says that evil is banal. It's every day. I'm going to get this. Can you hear me?
Look, take that microphone.
Oh, there was one already there? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm good. The truth of the matter is that sometimes evil looks just like me. Sometimes it talks just like me. It thinks
just like me in Acts, just like me. It's banal, it's every day. It doesn't have horns and a tail, and it isn't red in a suit with a forked tongue. Sometimes evil looks like you. Sometimes it talks like you. Sometimes evil walks like you. It thinks like you. And because that is true of you and me, the banality of evil is ubiquitous. It is everywhere. It is so far ingrained in human existence that sometimes we sing with the slaves in the spiritual, I wish I never was born. I wish I never was born. What must a human being come to get to the point that they utter those words? We already know, or if we don't know, we're about to find out. For our days here are really about redeeming the soul of America. Gary Dorn, in the latest Plow Quarterly, says this: God is the personal ground of the infinite value of human personality. If the worth of personality is the ultimate value in life, America's racial caste system was evil on distinctly Christian grounds. Evil is precisely that which degrades personality, the sacred dignity of every human life, the very thing that America's racial caste system was designed to destroy. Martin King said, justice is love correcting that which revolts against love. Right. And reminded us that political democracy cannot survive without economic democracy. But political democracy, which leads to economic democracy, is based on, as Martin would say, a dangerous unselfishness. A dangerous unselfishness, the kind of unselfishness that says, God, I will take care of the things of God, and I will put my attention on the people of God because I'm going to trust you to take care of me because you promised. You promised never to leave me nor forsake me, so I don't have to worry about my back. I don't worry about whether I'm going to have enough to eat or a roof over my head or medicine when I need it. You promised that you would take care of me, and so my job as the person of God, as the minister, as the servant of God to God's people is to trust God with myself enough that I can be dangerously unselfish. And it's not just my job, it's your job too. In my first pastorate, I was the ever-ready bunny, and I did not understand that ministry was never supposed to be taken care of only by the pastor. You're supposed to be doing something. I'm supposed to be doing something. Y'all ain't gonna kill me. You almost did, but the Lord let me live to tell you, you can't sit on your happy butts in these pews and watch me scream and sing and gyrate, and you go, ooh, wasn't she good? Oh, did you feel the Spirit? Hallelujah! Do it again, girl, do it again. We like that. The devil is a liar. And the truth is not in him. Oh no, my sisters and my brothers, you have work to do. And the work gets done when we recognize recognize the banality of evil, the fact that it's in you and it's in me. But greater is he that is in us that is in the world. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's pleasant. I'm not even saying that I like it all the time. But with God, we can do anything that God asks us to do. Dangerous unselfishness as juxtaposed to the banality of evil. How do we reach the balance? Is there a balance? Isaiah would remind us that there is. There is darkness in the world, and you and I have come into the world at just such a time as this because we bring a light with us. You bring your light, you bring your light, you bring your light, I bring my light. We put the light together and darkness can be banished.
Yeah.
It can be banished. Now, will we get weary? Will we be footsore and heart aching? Yes, we will. But I remind you what Isaiah has said to us. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the Creator, neither faints nor is weary. God's understanding is unsearchable. God gives power to the weak, and to those who have no might, God increases strength. Even youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men and women shall utterly fail. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. So what Isaiah is telling us is that God will hold back the night. The song goes, hold back the night. Give me strength to fight. I'll be all right if you'll just hold back the night. There is a God who sits high and looks low, who takes your light and my light and combines it together, and we with God together can hold back the night. And the banality of evil is canceled. I don't know when, I don't know where, and I sure don't know how. For God is mysterious. I don't know much to tell you everything about the kingdom of God, but I know this, that it has begun. It has begun in me, it has begun in you, and it's growing and it's growing. And Jesus says, this kingdom will not end. My brothers and sisters, welcome to the new day. It's dark right now, but the morning is going to come. Light is coming. Joy is coming. Goodness is coming. Sisterhood and brotherhood is coming. How do I know? Because God